Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Early morning gunshots lead to a murder investigation in Macomb County. We'll have all the details. And millions who are still without power after Hurricane Ida are dealing with supply shortages and now stifling heat. And DTE is trying to ease concerns over our next big power outage by pumping tens of millions of dollars into tree trimming. But we do begin this afternoon with breaking news. An 11-year-old boy was hit by a car in West Bloomfield Township. Sky 4 is over the scene at Commerce and Keith Roads. Police say the child was riding his bike to school when he was hit by a car. We're told he was injured, but the injuries are not life-threatening. Police say the driver was arrested and will be tested for drugs and alcohol. Meanwhile, a murder investigation is underway in Sterling Heights now. A man was found shot and killed in the parking lot of the Sterling Landings Apartments right near Seaglass Drive and 15 Mile Road. This was around 1:30 this morning. The victim is a man in his 30s. He was shot multiple times. Police tell us that they believe this was a targeted attack, and right now they're searching for a suspect.
We're checking the area. We're doing our investigation. I mean, we're trying to come up with whatever information we can see that on scene that we can find in regards to suspect information. Nothing we're going to release right at this time. Obviously, it's still under investigation. We want to try to catch the people that did this.
Police are asking anyone with information to come forward. DTE has announced an additional $70 million investment to combat extreme weather-related power outages. The plan will direct additional funds to remove tree branches and trim branches away from power lines. The investment is on top of the $190 million DTE currently spends on tree trimming every year. The company says the investment will not impact customers' bills. Hank Winchester takes a closer look into the funding and how customers won't be affected. That's coming up tonight at 5 o'clock right here on Local 4. Ida continues its punishing trek across the U.S., bringing torrential rain and wind as far as the Northeast today. Millions across Louisiana and Mississippi are dealing with blistering heat and now no power as rescues are still going on days after the storm hit. Sam Brock is on the ground in Louisiana.
I'm reporting from LaPlace, Louisiana, which is about 30 or 40 minutes outside of New Orleans. It's certainly one of those areas that was the hardest hit by Hurricane Ida. The aftermath still playing out this morning in real time. As you look over my shoulder, not only do you see down power lines, which are everywhere, but all of these cars. Folks were out here before sunrise today to try to get fuel because there is a shortage and they are desperate just to get it for their cars, but also for their generators. And that's extremely dangerous right now. We are learning from the city of New Orleans they're treating 12 people for carbon monoxide poisoning after a generator was kept inside of a home. There are warnings going out from the city to be extremely cautious if you're going to do that. And it's also just a sign of desperation. No electricity, no air conditioning. Water has been an issue, although I'm hearing from folks in this community right now that the water lines are finally coming back online. And heat-related illness right now is at the top of the list of concerns for city leaders because it is in the 90s, approaching 100 degrees. So many folks without air conditioning, something the city is watching very carefully as they continue to try to turn on power as quickly as possible. It could be within 7 days that the majority of New Orleans gets its power back. Entergy, the primary provider overnight, tweeting out that the first light shined in New Orleans East this morning. Here in Louisiana, Sam Brock, NBC News.
All right, Sam, thank you. Here at home, dealing with a little bit of a cooler forecast than what we've seen in the past few days. And by cooler, Brandon, I mean just perfect.
It is the greatest weather in the country right now here in Pure, Michigan. Live in Mount Clemens, looking gorgeous. Temperatures are low to middle 70s, and that northeast wind. Now, we just saw the wind and the damage done down in the deep south, so pales big time in comparison, but creating a little bit of an issue. We have winds gusting off of the big lakes anywhere from 15 to about 25 miles an hour, and a beach hazard statement for difficult swimming conditions. Now, it has cooled to the point where maybe not a lot of folks are out there swimming, but if you are planning on it, shorelines of Lake Huron, pretty much anywhere in the big lakes, it's going to be a little more difficult. So let's just enjoy everything on land. Upper 70s with very little humidity and that nice breeze. What's ahead as we look into the holiday weekend? We've got you covered. Your local forecasters app has everything you need to know about our weather here, about hurricanes, earthquakes, everything around the world. It's a free app. Just search WDIV in your app store.
All right, Brandon, thank you. In about an hour, President Biden's defense secretary and his top general will hold a briefing on Afghanistan and the chaotic mission to evacuate tens of thousands of people. Meanwhile, the tiny Gulf Arab state of Qatar is going to be asked to help shape what is next for Afghanistan because of its ties with both Washington and the Taliban, who are in charge of Kabul. NBC's Raf Sanchez reports from Doha.
The U.S. Embassy in Kabul was once one of the largest American diplomatic missions in the world, some 4,000 people operating out of a fortress-like building in the Afghan capital. That embassy is now in exile here in Doha, Qatar. It will be this remote embassy, along with the military and the intelligence community, that will chart the new diplomatic relationship between the United States and Taliban-controlled Afghanistan. In the short term, the U.S. is looking for the Taliban to honor its commitment to allow those 100 to 200 Americans and much larger number of Afghan allies to leave the country. Over the longer term, it is looking for a commitment from the Taliban not to allow Afghan territory to be used for international terrorism as it was before the September 11 attacks. And the Taliban have things they want from the West as well. They want humanitarian aid. They want the unfreezing of their international funds. And in the long term, they want to be recognized as the legitimate government of Afghanistan. So it will be this embassy that will be trying to chart that very complicated diplomatic relationship going forward. Raf Sanchez, NBC News, Doha, Qatar.
The search continues this afternoon for an armed robbery suspect who led police in a high-speed chase, crashed into an officer's cruiser, and then took off again. The wild scene started last night on Detroit's west side when officers spotted the man in a Chrysler 300. He took off and reached speeds of up to 100 miles an hour, racing through Dearborn and Dearborn Heights. It was during the getaway the man rear-ended a Detroit police cruiser right near Ford Roads and Mercury Road. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. In Royal Oak Township now, crews battled a fire at this apartment complex earlier this morning. This is on South Hart Place, close to Cloverdale and Myers. People living there woke up to a kitchen fire that eventually spread to 5 units. One person was hospitalized for burns and smoke inhalation. State police say the fire does not appear to be suspicious. All right, still to come here on Local 4 News at noon, controversy in Italy over their new passport vaccine program, or their vaccine passport program for travelers. It started today, so we'll talk about that. Plus, a lot of people have been praying for the Pope after his recent surgery. He gives an encouraging update on his health. That's next.